Here's a Kugel for strategy industry view. The one lesson of business is to move resources from lower valued uses to higher valued uses. Moving resources from lower valued uses to higher valued uses creates wealth. Profit is how much of the wealth created the firm captures. Strategy begins with the recognition that earning high rates of return in the long run is difficult. Economic profit attracts entry. Entry reduces the profit of incumbents. One way to approach strategy is through industry analysis. Two approaches to study industry analysis appear or are evident, exist. The first is to identify the basic market structure in which a firm operates. The second is to use Porter's 5 forces model. The basic market structure approach classifies an industry into one of 4 basic types: perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, or oligopoly. Porter's 5 forces model is the model that 5 factors or forces tend to determine the profitability within an industry. Those 5 forces are the threat of entry, bargaining power of consumers, the threat of substitutes, the bargaining power of suppliers, and the extent to which rivalry exists within the industry. To apply either of these approaches, particularly the Porter's 5 forces model, an analyst should follow 6 steps. First, identify the industry. Exactly what is the industry you're describing or studying? Identify the players in the industry. Who are the firms in the industry? Who are the potential entrants? What products outside the industry are substitutes? Who are the consumers? Who are the suppliers? Then identify the players' influence on those profits. A really good analysis would test itself if you think that the bargaining power of suppliers, for example, is high, and therefore that's going to make profits harder to come by. You might want to test somehow the bargaining power of suppliers to see if your hypothesis is correct. Once you think you've got a good handle on the industry, you need to develop a plan to deal with the environment. How can you earn profit in an industry, and how can you make the most profit within that industry, given what you know about it? And finally, you should anticipate and respond to changes in the industry.